Na si kanya mamangiti baba si hu manyama manyama na si kanya mamangiti baba si hu manyama haya manyama si the koko manyama. Hey guys, this is Frozen Ding Steves here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I am going to be doing a review on The Lion King, 1994, the original one. So The Lion King is the Little Mermaid, Rescuers Down Under, Aladdin. It's the fourth Disney Renaissance era film, and came out in the year 1994 and is directed by Roger Allers and Rob Minkoff, and it stars Matthew Broderick, Moira Kelly, James Earl Jones, Jeremy Irons, Nathan Lane, Ernie Isabella, Robert Guillerme, Rowan Atkinson, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Whoopi Goldberg, Jim Cummings, Frank Welker, etc. And so basically, The Lion King tells a story. I think everyone by now knows the story of The Lion King, so I don't know if there's a point in explaining what the plot is about. But if there is any idiot I'm surrounded by who don't know what The Lion King is, I'd be happy to explain the plot. So basically, a young prince named Simba is the son of Mufasa, who is the king, and he is basically the former king of. Mufasa is currently the king when Simba was just a kid, but Simba is going to take over Mufasa's place as Pride Rock. But then you got this evil uncle named Scar, who is jealous of Mufasa being king over him, and he wants to be king. And so when he finds out that Simba is going to become the new king, that Mufasa chose his own son over his own brother as king, he decides to hatch a plot to take Mufasa's place as king. And what he does is he kills Mufasa and makes Simba run away. Supposedly, he sends the hyenas to be the ones to kill Simba. And Scar actually succeeded in his plans to kill Mufasa. Although the hyenas do fail to kill Simba, so Simba is away by Pride Rock, and now he's being raised by Timon and Pumbaa, who tells Simba that he can just run away from his past and he can just not worry about it and just live the life that he wants. But this actually causes Simba to actually forget who he truly is. Forget who he truly is, and now he must try to remember who he is and be able to challenge Scar and take his place as king. So yeah, there's a plot. There you go. Oh, and by the way, yeah, happy birthday to Harry Thomas Pictures, one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, and one of my closest friends on the internet. He's probably my second favorite UK user. My favorite UK user would be Gwen Laka, but Harry Thomas, yeah, one of the first internet friends I've ever met. He's actually the reason as to him and Dragon Critic are actually the reasons as to why I met a lot of these internet friends. Both of them were like the first YouTubers I've seen where I met other YouTubers and made my friends. Yeah, if it wasn't for Harry Thomas, my life wouldn't be where it is today. And yeah, so yes, today's Harry Thomas's birthday, and now I am doing something what I honestly should have done last year, but at the same time, I think it's perfect for me to review this movie this year, especially for Disney's 100th anniversary. Now, last year I did a review for Harry Thomas's birthday. I did a review on All Too Well, the short film, the Taylor Swift short film. I did that because I was because my Say Sing obsession and the fact that Say Sing is in it, and It's Harry Thomas. It's his favorite staging project, and he absolutely loves it. So that's why I chose it. But this time around, I am choosing his favorite movie of all time, The Lion King. Yep, this is his favorite movie of all time. And well, technically, he said that both How to Train Dragon 3 and Barbie are tied with Lion King as his favorite movie. But in my mind, Lion King is his true favorite movie. Yeah, favorite movie. Yeah. But if I were to rank Harry Thomas's three favorite movies, it would be number three is How to Train Dragon 2. I still love that How to Train Dragon 3. I still love that movie. Don't get me wrong, it's still fantastic. But I just prefer the other two. Number two is Barbie, and obviously Lion King is Lion King takes a cake. Takes a cake. Yeah. But yeah, Lion King. Now, it's not just Harry Thomas who considers Lion King to be his favorite movie. As I've heard, a lot of people put this as their favorite movie of all time, and the vast majority of people I've heard say that this is the best Disney movie. It's either this or Beauty and the Beast. Well, for Beauty and the Beast, some people would just say that I feel like some people would say it's only their favorite because it got nominated for Best Picture, which is a little biased. But this is way better. Oh, by the way, sorry for the background noise a little bit. I'm actually in a mall right now because I don't have this. I mean, I wish I did it at home, but this is the only time I have. This is the only time I have to record this review. It's actually Thursday, October 18 right now, as I'm recording this. But I will, October 19. I mean, yeah. But I will eventually upload this review 2 days later, October 21, because it's Harry Thomas' birthday. It's just that tomorrow I got other things to deal with. Like tomorrow, tomorrow I got I'm gonna go see Kiss of the Flower Moon, which I would have already saw by the time I uploaded this. Not sure which should be uploaded first. It depends on what I feel like. But yeah, now let's talk about let's talk about The Lion King. Yeah, this is the most beloved Disney movie for good reasons. Sadly, though, I did not grow up with The Lion King. Yes, I did not grow up with this movie. I don't know why, but I was actually more into Pixar. I mostly grew up more with Pixar movies than Disney movies. Like, even though I'm more of a Disney fan than a Pixar fan. I mean, I don't judge movies based on nostalgia. So now I prefer Disney. I mean, if I were one of those people who would say that I love this because of my childhood, I would have said Pixar is my favorite studio. But Pixar is technically Disney. But what I'm saying is I grew up with movies like Pixar movies like Monsters Inc., Toy Story 2, and then 3 when it came out when I was 6 years old, and all that stuff. What other Pixar movies are there? I remember Monsters Inc. being my favorite movie of all time as a kid. But I was never really into Lion King. The only Walt Disney Animation Studios movie I often rewatched as a kid is Wreck-It Ralph, but that didn't come out until I was 7 years old. So 7, 8, I think. Oh yeah, 8 years old. So it's still considered a childhood film for me. Oh yeah, also Peter Pan too, the original Peter Pan. But Lion King was not really on this mood. And do you know when I first watched Lion King for the first time? Well, the full movie from start to finish, 2018. Yep, that was when I first watched Lion King. Out of all years, 2018. Now, I did watch bits and pieces of the Lion King back a few years back before. Like I already knew what the plot is about because thanks to Disneyland, when they put on a crappy Lion King show, which I used to love back then, but when I comparing that to the movie, it kind of sucks. But what really motivated me to watch The Lion King is the musical play back in 2018. Yeah, May 2018. Yes, I saw yes, back in 2018 I saw the Broadway musical for Beauty and the Beast, which still remains the best Broadway show I've ever seen, and I don't know if anything can top that. But yeah, this is hands down the best. That was hands down the best Broadway. And the day after, I decided to watch Lion King for like the entire Lion King movie for the first time, and I completely fell in love with it. It was actually back then. It actually became my favorite Disney movie of all time. And but Yeah, but you know what? Enough of the intro now. Let's get on with my thoughts on it. My thoughts on it. So I think you already know by now that I love Lion King because who doesn't? Although yes, there are some people who call this movie overrated. Like they'd say, "Oh, Lion King is just average." People give this too much praise. It's not the best Disney movie of all time. It's mid. It's not that good. It's okay. I'm sorry to debunk your opinions, but this movie is more than that. It's not solid. It's not okay. It's anything but a masterclass in animation and filmmaking. The Lion King is just it's just a masterpiece in every single way. And remember when I put this in my top 10 best Disney movies, where I put this as my fourth favorite Disney movie of all time? Well, I will say now it is now my second favorite movie of all time. Second favorite Disney movie of all time. Everyone knows Frozen 2 is my favorite movie of all time, but this is my second favorite Disney movie of all time. And when it comes to my favorite movies list, it just barely missed the top 10. Honestly, sorry, I personally wouldn't go as far as putting it in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. It just barely missed it because it just barely missed it. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse just edges out this movie for the number 10 spot in my favorite movies of all time list. Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse, to be specific. Across the Spider-Verse is at number 2 in my favorite movies list. So Into is at number 10. Number 10, yeah. But Lion King, even though it's not quite my top 10, that doesn't mean it's a masterpiece. But I will say that now I'm more of a modern movie person than an old movie person, a classic movie person. But this is the best classic movie, the best pre-20th century movie, I would say, 21st century, I would say, yeah. And this is also my favorite classic movie, pre-20th century movie, 21st century movie. Yeah, it is that good. It's my favorite classic movie, and this is the best movie of the 1990s. No other movies in the decade come close. Not even The Lion King. Not even Titanic, which was once my favorite, which was at some point my favorite movie of the 90s. When I reviewed Titanic, I called it my favorite movie of the 90s, but Lion King is the best. Not even Titanic can even come close to The Lion King. And pretty much, if you think that if you think that Lion King isn't the best movie in the 90s, well, I kid you not, this is better than your favorite movie of the 90s as well. This movie is so iconic. It's been getting all the recognition over the years. I don't know what else is there to say that hasn't been said, but I'm gonna try. But I'm still gonna give my reasons as to why this movie is a masterclass in filmmaking. It's perfect. Nothing is wrong with it. And it certainly didn't need a disgusting piece of garbage live-action remake, 2019 version. But yeah, I just rather stick with this movie and its sequels. Yeah, Simba's Pride. I defend Simba's Pride. It's my favorite Disney straight-to-DVD sequel. I will defend Simba's Pride, but this is still honestly better. No doubt about it. Yeah. So yeah, there's a reason as to. So yeah, this movie was actually Disney wasn't expecting this movie to be a masterpiece to turn out the way it is. Basically this was meant to be just their small little project that they're making on alongside. While they were more passionate about Pocahontas, a movie that isn't even well received. They were a lot more passionate towards Pocahontas, making Pocahontas than making this film. But turns out, yeah, there's a reason as to why we didn't expect Lion King. No one had high hope for this, and it turned out the way it is now. It's perfect. Everything down to the last minute details. I just quoted Homelander terribly, but oh well, it's still what it is. Every single frame and shot in this movie is perfect. There is not a single scene in this movie where I just looked away. Every single frame is every single frame, every single line, every single detail is all down. It's all perfection. You clearly can't replicate this movie. nothing I would change in this movie. So yeah, where do I even get started with this? So let me point out something. Now I gotta say this: the animation is gorgeous. Best 2D animated movie I have ever seen. Yeah, it is gorgeous. I mean, like seriously, this feels like it's hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe that this movie is made in the 90s. How is this made in the 90s? This feels so modern. This feels like a Disney revival age movie where they just this feels like a Disney revival age movie where they just incorporate a 2D animation movie. I mean, this is elite, better than the Princess and the Frog Princess and the Frog animation, to say. And considering that it's in the latest era of Disney, I mean that says something, because I don't get any 90s vibes at all. Most of the 90s vibes, I just get vibes from them. Get vibes from them. I get that. I would tell it's obvious that it's in the 90s, but Lion King somehow just makes it just feel like a modern movie because of how good the animation is. But maybe that's just because Disney. But I assume maybe it's because Disney. This was an updated version from Disney, and they decided to make a more modern animation style. That's what I'm guessing. How I think they did it. To me, they probably just made it more 4K. They did that to some movies, and maybe if I saw the original version of Lion King, the animation would definitely be a downgrade. But no doubt about it. Either way, this has the most gorgeous, the most beautiful 2D animation, and the background. How does this movie look bigger in scale? Like, how does the background look and feel bigger than the live action remake? How? I mean, yeah, that shows how screwed up the live action remake is. And live action remix is. This has but I think the thing that made people fall in love with this movie the most is the music, specifically both the songs and score. Yeah, the score from Hans Zimmer, best, I will say, is this has the best score I have ever seen in any movie, period. Yeah, Hans Zimmer is the GOAT. I literally idolize him right now. He's like the best composer. He makes John Williams look overrated. In comparison. Yeah, there I said it. Even though John Williams is my second favorite composer, I think Hans Zimmer makes John Williams look overrated. Because let's be real, Hans Zimmer is basically the modern present day version of John Williams, and I'm glad Hans Zimmer is still composing scores to this day. Nothing can beat just the iconic soundtrack of the Lion King. I mean, especially with the Elisida, and to the and my personal favorite track in the film. Yeah, that soundtrack right there, it just slaps. Actually, Simba, the scene when Simba was climbing into Pride Rock, and at the ending when Simba's climbing into Pride Rock and taking his place as king, and then we hear him roaring very loud, and with that iconic soundtrack, that is my personal favorite scene in the film. I know people would say otherwise, like the Circle of Life and other stuff, but to me personally, the scene when Simba climbing the rock, best scene in The Lion King. To me personally, in my opinion. And yeah, that songs, man. All 5 songs are perfect. Even the weaker songs are still perfect. I still think Frozen 2 has a better soundtrack, but Lion King comes very close. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, with the opening song of Circle of Life, which is probably the most iconic opening scene ever put to film, period. And Circle of Life is you can't make an opening song better than Circle of Life. And then the underappreciated I just can't wait to be king, which I actually love that song even more now on rewatch. I mean, the watercolors, the way that they use watercolors and the way that they animate this scene, It's just perfection. And this is probably the most creative song in this film. And then we also got Be Prepared. Yeah, my personal favorite song in the film and the best villain song, Sorry Hellfire. Yeah. Be prepared. Yes, our teeth and ambitions are better. Be prepared. Yes, I listen to that song over and 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 over again. That song will never get old. And how do people put this as their least favorite liking songs? How? I mean, it's the most, it's my favorite. I mean, I don't know how anyone can not love this song. And putting and the fact that Disney attempted to remove Be Prepared from the Lion King remake, like that just shows that Disney just didn't care about the song. They only didn't care about that song, and I was furious when I heard that. That was one of the worst, if not the worst decision I've heard from Disney. Yes, I would take Disney shutting down Blue Sky any day over them deleting Be Prepared from the Lion King remake. Although I'm not trying to be hard towards Blue Sky, it still sucks that they shut down. But This Is Green isn't really the reason. But more on that some other time. Some other time. And but yeah, Be Prepared deserves better. And also Harry Thomas's rant on Harry Thomas's rant on the news of Be Prepared being removed from the Lion King. That's my personal favorite rant video from him. That's my favorite rant video from Harry Thomas. I literally rewatch that video on a daily basis. Like especially when he raged towards Be Prepared being removed, and the part where he even said fuck Let It Go. Be Prepared is an infinitely better song than Let It Go. Yeah, I actually thought that when I first saw that video, considering that I never knew Harry Thomas at the time, I thought he hated Frozen because he said fuck Let It Go. But I get what he means now. He's saying that Let It Go pales in comparison to Be Prepared. And as much as I love Let It Go, I agree. Be Prepared is way better than Let It Go. Yeah. Oh yeah. And I forgot to mention earlier the Stampede. How could I forget about the Stampede? One of the most intense moments of the film. One of my favorites. I mean, more on that later, especially with Mufasa's death. More on that later. But yeah. Hakuna Matata, on rewatch, honestly, I now think Hakuna Matata is the weakest song in the film. I was actually honestly really hesitant to call Hakuna Matata the weakest, because this is a song that's probably people sing the most, especially kids. So I was like, this is probably the most song. I hear people sing this song the most, but on rewatch, I admit it is my least favorite Lion King song. But I still compliment the song because even the weakest of the songs is still perfection either way. And I love how this how they transition to Simba becoming an adult. Yeah, that shot of Timon, Pumbaa, and Simba walking on the log, and the swing until Simba grows older. Yeah, that is besides the sunrise shot, that's my favorite shot in the entire film right there. Just a gorgeous, such a gorgeous look of that. And then we got my favorite non-villain song in the film. Can you feel the love tonight? Yeah, that is my favorite. Besides Be Prepared, yeah, that's my favorite song. My favorite song that isn't sung by a villain. Yeah, even though that song was mostly voiceovers and we don't hear Simba and Nala singing it. You only hear their voices. They don't even lip sync. I understand why they did that because that song basically reflects on Simba and Nala's thoughts, what they're thinking. That song is basically a reflection on that, and I think it's brilliant. And I guess that's actually the last song in the film. So yeah, if I were to rank the Lion King songs, I would say number 5 is Hakuna Matata being the weakest one. Number 4 is I Just Can't Wait to Be King. Number three is Circle of Life. Number two is number two is number two is Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and Be Prepared is number one. Yeah. Although yeah, and also I'm glad that they don't have Morning Report, because I heard that the Morning Report wasn't that good. I heard and honestly yeah, but also if you count the extended version of Lion King with Morning Report and then the deleted song, Morning Report would have easily been in dead last, because I'll admit that song was pointless. That song was pointless to me. Like, what's the point? It's just basically Zazu trying to be annoying by talking nonsense, and then Simba just sings with him. Simba just sings with him. And yeah, like, what's the point? If you included the lion sleeps tonight, in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps like Omiwe. Honestly, that would have been easy last, as probably the lion sleeps tonight is probably the weakest song of the film. The weakest song to me. Probably the weakest scene in the film in general. Yeah, I still like that song, but honestly, I don't love it. And I'm gonna say it right now, the remake actually did a better version of The Lion Sleeps Tonight than this movie. Yeah, no joke. I mean, Lion Sleeps Tonight is probably tied with I Just Can't Wait to Be King as the best song in the live action remake. Maybe I give a slight edge to I Just Can't Wait to Be King because of how I love the Nala in that scene. Young Nala in that remake. I absolutely loved her. And also, all the characters, especially the major ones, are amazing. Whether it'll be the main hero himself, Simba. I personally like young Simba over adult Simba, but I don't think that's a hot take, because let's be real here. Young Simba actually had more screen time than adult Simba. I always get surprised by that, but it's basically like a coming of age story. So of Simba just growing up and to learn his responsibilities. So I understand why they made young Simba get more screen time, but either version of Simba, they're both the main character. But I personally like young Simba more because of the charm, and he's just adorable. I mean, you can't like. Probably the young Simba is probably the best looking character in the film if you were to view it based on his looks and based on his look. I mean, who the hell thinks that young Simba in this movie is not cute? If you think that, then I don't know what you're thinking. Yeah, you have no taste in cuteness. You have no taste in cuteness. I bet you'd think Babu freaking Rise of Skywalker is cute. If you think that, but that's the definition of a character trying to be cute, but he's not. Yeah, Babu Frick's overrated. Not a fan. More on that whenever I rant on Rise of Skywalker one day. Don't know when. I don't feel like it right now. But anyways, yeah. And also you got Mufasa, who is probably the greatest movie dad of all time. I mean, name one dad who you can say is better than Mufasa. I don't know. I mean, but Mufasa is the inspiration not only to Simba but to anyone. Like, with his life lessons. I'll talk about the messages later in the movie when I talk about the story, which will be the last aspect of the film. And the badass Nala, who is the badass female heroine Nala. Unlike Simba, I actually prefer adult Nala over adult Simba. And I love Nala. Like, she's most certainly in my top 10 favorite Disney female characters of all time. But there are actually better female characters in Disney, especially in the revival era, particularly Belle, Ariel, Mulan, Jane. Yeah, I put them over on Nala, honestly. If I were to talk about the female characters, oh yeah, also Meg from Hercules too, but I still love Nala. And also we got some comedic reliefs like Timon and Pumbaa, Zazu. I don't think Zazu is Rowan Atkinson's best role, like what everyone else says. I'd prefer Johnny English and Mr. Bean over Zazu, but I still love Zazu. Rafiki, although my least, Zazu's probably the weakest character in the movie, but at least he's not annoying. Unlike in the Lion King remake, where he's literally the most annoying Disney, one of the most annoying Disney characters I've ever seen. Up to the point where I literally just want to pluck his feathers because of how annoying he is in the remake. But this one at least is not annoying. But he's just the weakest character. Weakest character, and Rafiki. And Rafiki, man, Rafiki. Yeah. But now let's talk about my final aspect of the film. The final aspect of it, I'm gonna be talking about the story. Yeah, I know you're thinking, oh, but the story is just a Hamlet rip-off. You see, because it's about the evil uncle killing his brother who's a king just so he can be king, and the former king's son must take over his evil uncle, challenge him to take the throne. Okay, first of all, yeah, I will say that now. I am studying Hamlet in school. I'm actually currently watching Hamlet in school for my literature classes. I'll probably be finishing it by tomorrow, but I can say so far I'm loving Hamlet. I'm talking about the movie with Kenneth Branagh, and we're currently studying Hamlet, William Shakespeare's storyline, and Hamlet, like, probably being one of the greatest pieces of literature. Yeah, I know people are saying that, yeah, and those who call this overrated are basically saying, oh, Lion King is just Hamlet for kids with talking animals to it. Okay, first of all, let me say this though. Lion King is not really like Hamlet. You're only judging the movie, you're only saying that because of the concept of evil uncle killing killing his brother king just so he can take over king maliciously, and his son must take over his place as king. Okay, well, but when you look at actually the context of both stories, you're probably I mean, it's not the same. And I bet you'd probably know nothing about Hamlet. You only know the concept, but you actually don't know the context of it all. I mean, okay, first of all, yeah, we never saw the king in Hamlet. We never saw the evil uncle specifically killing the king. We only see, like, him dying in some flashback. Mufasa doesn't die by being poisoned. He dies by just being straight up thrown from the cliff. So they both die differently. Hamlet doesn't. I mean, we never saw Hamlet's father teaching Hamlet about responsibilities and all that stuff. Yeah, we don't see that. So I don't know what you're thinking. We never see thinking oh yeah, also the king, the evil uncle king, he doesn't make his followers suffer and hunger by letting his evil goons take over the land, but instead he actually the king and the evil uncle king and Hamlet manipulates everyone into thinking that he's actually a good king and actually has good qualities, but actually in reality he's secretly hides the fact that he killed his son, and the main character Hamlet doesn't actually finds out that his uncle killed his father in the middle of the movie, not in the end like in the Lion King. So therefore they're different. Yeah, I see the point now. But I mean, but just looking past that, Lion King is just a perfect story. That's a perfect straightforward story about a perfect coming of age story about a lion who must learn responsibilities and grows up to forget about those responsibilities, but he must but now he learns that he should actually know who he is and not just try to run away from your responsibilities. Yeah, this is a movie with such powerful deep life lessons about your responsibility, maturity, knowing who you are, and also not running away from your past. Running away from your past, like, especially with and also learning from your mistakes, and like what Rafiki said, which is probably my favorite line, my favorite quote in the film, and I quote, "It doesn't matter. It's in the past. Oh yes, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it." The fact that the remake actually removed that line, how dare you remove? How dare you? I mean, who edited the Lion King remake? I bet they put a scene, but then the editor's like, oh, let's just delete it. Do you not realize how important that line is? How powerful that is? Powerful that is? Yeah, that is. Yeah. Oh my God. And and also the story is just well written. That every single dialogue in this movie, so many like great quotable dialogue because of how well written it is. You know, like everything the light touches is our kingdom, but the king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as a new king. You know, like so many iconic quotes, like there's not a single person in the universe who would at least make one quote from this movie. Yeah, who can at least remember one quote. Every single line is just quotable to the max. I mean, there's nothing of dialogue that kind of falls apart from the rest. They're all just equally amazing, and equally amazing. Yeah, and also can we talk about Can we talk about the final battle? I almost forgot to mention the final battle. I said that the story is my last point, but yeah, just truly last point. It's the final battle. I gotta make this quick because I actually got something to do right now. I don't have enough. I wish I made this review longer, but I can't because I got things to do, and so I'll make this my last point in the review. Holy crap! The final battle is mind blowing. I mean, this is actually one of those movies where this is actually a mature demon movie, one of the most mature Disney movies I've ever seen, and mature movies I've ever seen. And yeah, this movie does things that a lot of modern anime movies have failed to do, which is pretty much make their movies just for kids. I know people keep telling me, oh, but animation is not just for kids, it's for everyone. I get that, but it's technically the filmmaker's fault for being inconsiderate about adult audiences. That the fact that adult audiences who take their kids to see kids movies would literally suffer because of how poor it is. Lion King is literally for everyone. It has messages that not only kids but adults can relate to. But there's even so many adult content. I mean, what kids movie would include seeing a major hero character straight up die and get killed, and yeah, Mufasa's death is emotional. Yeah, beautiful, emotional, and at least it was done so brilliantly. It was well executed, unlike the remake where they just made it into a joke. They just turned it into a joke, and I was where it actually made me laugh. This one actually made me cry, and who doesn't cry Mufasa's death? If you don't cry Mufasa's death, you are emotion. You're soulless. No offense. No offense. But I just said that for entertainment purposes. Don't worry. I'm not. It's not an attack. And also earlier where I called you dumb for calling Hamlet a Lion King a Hamlet ripoff, I was doing it for entertainment purposes. Yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah. And also not to mention, what kids movie would include choking? Yeah, remember that scene in the final battle where Simba literally chokes Scar? Yeah, what kid will want to see that in a movie? Yeah, unless if they watch a PG-13 action movie, then yeah, fine. But in a quote-unquote kids movie, who would want to see that? Seriously, yeah. Man, this movie is just amazing. So yeah, I guess that's all for it. The final battle is very intense, very dark, especially when the hyenas kill Scar. Yeah, that was intense. And seeing Simba not showing mercy to Scar, just for the fact that Scar, he knows that Scar killed Mufasa, he literally just Scar just constantly asks Simba for mercy, but Simba doesn't retreat. He doesn't show mercy to Scar. And yeah, I want more final battles like that, where the hero just doesn't show mercy. Although the villain pretty much asking for mercy is kind of become a cliche nowadays. Like we rarely get villains who are pretty much just like, oh, I'm just straight up evil. I'm not gonna ask for mercy. We rarely get that nowadays. So overall, what else is there to say that hasn't been said about The Lion King? I can totally see why people would call this the best animated movie ever made and the best Disney movie, and some people like Harry Thomas would call this their favorite movie of all time. I wouldn't go that far, but it is but this movie is close and it is a perfect movie. And currently my second favorite Disney movie, although it'll be third next month because of Wish, which comes out in exactly a month from now. I can't wait. So with that said, I'm gonna give Lion King 6 stars out of 5. Yeah, 5 out of 5 is not enough, so 6 out of 5 it is. So also for my review of The Lion King and Harry Thomas, I hope you love this review and I hope you have a happy birthday. So yeah, what are your thoughts on The Lion King? Is this your favorite Disney movie of all time, your favorite animated movie, or your favorite movie, or not? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for more videos to come. Bye guys.